Congratulations, you finally decided to be a real estate investor. Now you're wondering, do I need a mentor or is this something I can figure out on my own? Great question. My name is William Malone and welcome to my real estate channel. Real estate has a lot of moving parts. You have financials, legals, negotiating, zoning laws, market trends, and a lot more. And this can be very overwhelming for a beginner when they're first starting out, especially if you want to try to learn this in a short amount of time. Especially like something as easy as a 1031 exchange. You may not know what this is. I didn't know what it was when I first got into real estate. A 1031 exchange is when you have an existing property and you're looking to sell the property, but instead of putting the money in your bank account, you use that money to buy another property. You skip paying taxes. Something as simple as that you may not know without a mentor. Another thing a mentor can do for you is shorten the learning curve. They can share with you their successes and failures, which is crucial in real estate. Saves you a ton of time, and you don't make the same mistakes that they made when they first started out. They can also show you practical skills, like identifying undervalued properties or analyzing deals. I remember one of my deals, I was actually going to pass on it, but I took it to my mentor anyway. We discussed it and determined that this would actually be a good opportunity for me. Long story short, I was able to double the rents in a short amount of time, and I still own this property today. Something that I would have passed on if I didn't have a mentor. Now let's talk about some of the reasons you may not want to use a mentor. Maybe you're a property manager, a real estate agent, a broker, a contractor, so you already understand some of the concepts of what it takes to run a property. Therefore, you may skip mentorship, which is perfectly fine. And then there's the one reason that why most people probably skip mentorship, and that's because of the cost. It can cost thousands of dollars for mentorship, and it's not very pocket friendly, especially to a beginner. So you can rely on platforms like YouTube, podcasts, even books. All of these can help you further your education in real estate. And then the last one, some people are self-reliant and they like to make their own mistakes and learn from them as they go, which is great, perfectly fine. My suggestion to you is start small. You don't want to make too many big mistakes in real estate too early because it may discourage you from moving further. So, mentor or no mentor, I think it really comes down to what situation you're in today. Let's take timeline for an example. It's a lot easier to bounce back from a big mistake in your 20s than it is for somebody who's a little bit older. So make sure you keep that decision or keep that in mind when you make this decision. Also, there's cost. Mentorship can cost thousands of dollars, but it can save you thousands of dollars from making a big mistake, and it can make you millions of dollars when you do it right. So make sure you keep that in mind when you make this decision. And then it comes down to experience. Some people may already have a little bit of knowledge or a lot of knowledge and a background in real estate to where they don't need a mentorship, and that's perfectly fine. For those who decide to go with a mentor, make sure you do your homework. Make sure you Google them. Take time to read the reviews. Ask for referrals. Look on LinkedIn. There's a lot of gurus out here that will take your money and feed you bad knowledge. So these are some of the pros and cons on having a mentor. I hope this helped you out. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you at the next one.